Welcome, guys, back to the So What Show. Coming out of the Mother Plane by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. With this episode, I'm going to share, like, and hit that notification bell for future reference so your friends don't miss out. And we about to get started. www.memps.com. You can find out more information at www.memps.com. Okay. O Wheel, Part 1. Messenger Muhammad's analysis of Ezekiel's wheel. Article number 4. August 24th, 1973. This is a continuation of the deadly wheel plane, the mothership that the prophet Ezekiel had a vision of in the first chapter of the book in the Bible, which is entitled by the name Ezekiel. It has been over 2,000 years since the revelation of the book entitled Ezekiel. In this article, we are about to go into the analysis of Ezekiel's vision of a great wheel. Bible. The Bible scholars are a little confused over an exact date of Ezekiel's vision of the wheel. Some of the Bible scholars are actually doubtful whether or not there was an Ezekiel living or not. They arrived at their various conclusions concerning the book of Ezekiel and whether or not he was a living prophet or whether the book of Ezekiel is a vision of a prophet or not, because of the style of the writing of the book. Ezekiel is called a priest in the chapter 1, verse 3 Bible. In Ezekiel 1:1, Ezekiel said that he was by the river. Secretarius 11, he was by the river, the mother plane. Shabar, let's look up Shabar. In the land of the Chaldeans. Shabar in the land of the Chaldeans. Let's get rid of it. See what we got. Shabar. Okay. Go on no videos. I made some videos and everybody else be using them, but I can't use them. I guess they get mine properly prepared for professionalism. So it's okay. Let's see here. Shabar. All right. Can we get some more pictures of it? Kabar River, aka Shabar River. Ain't that? That's right on point right there. At the river. Okay. Shabar in the land of the Chaldeans. Ezekiel refers to the spirit of the Lord and the hand of the Lord being upon him. In the same chapter 1:4 Bible, Ezekiel said that he looked and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud and a fire enfolding itself came out the north. What's in the north? No. Okay, so that's over there by Egypt, over here, more northeastern of Egypt. Okay. Came out the north. Interesting. Okay. But instead, well, let's go back up here a little bit. Ezekiel chapter 1:5, and out of the midst of the fire enfolding itself came the likeness of four living, well, I ain't even there yet. In the same chapter 1:4 Bible, Ezekiel said that he looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself. This fire that Ezekiel saw coming out of the north enfolding itself cannot refer to anything other than the nations of the north being united together. Okay. Enfolding. Let's define that. Enfold, verb, enfolding, present participle. 1, surround, envelope. He shut off the engine and silence enfolded them. Synonyms: envelope, engulf, ship, swath, swaddle, cocoon, shrewd, veil, cloak. I like that, cloak. Hold or clasp, someone loving in one's arms. Synonyms: clasp, hold, fold, wrap, squeeze, clutch, take, gather, embrace, hug, cuddle, cradle, embosom, strain, to fold or shape into folds. Okay. Ezekiel chapter 1:5, and out of the midst of the fire enfolding itself came the likeness of four living creatures. And the appearance of these four living creatures for us a number of foundation. They had the likeness of a man. Since there were four living creatures, Ezekiel should have said that they had the likeness of men. But instead, Ezekiel said they had the likeness of a man. So four individuals' likenesses was enfolded within one man. Ezekiel chapter 1:6, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot. A calf has a split foot, and they feet sparkled like the color of burnished brass. As Ezekiel has reference to a man having a cattle-like foot. Let's look at the cattle's foot. A cattle's foot. As Ezekiel has reference to a man having a cattle-like foot. This would actually refer to the man's rate of speed of travel. Rate of speed of travel. A calf cannot travel very fast, and the split hoof will show that Ezekiel is referring to a people who have not been able to move fast due to their traveling being impeded by an unlike natural way. Well, you know, us as Black folks, we definitely have been not been moving fast because of circumstances. Let's keep going. If this has reference to a man, and the man has a calf-like or ox-like foot, this has reference to the slowness of the Black once slave whose foot was shackled by his white slave master to keep the slave from running away from his master. You know how that looked? Well, yeah, something like that. They trying to make it a, no, they ain't. That's probably on some fetish stuff. Looks something like that, ain't martyrized and all that. Matter of fact, we're gonna get, but look at that. They're trying to martyrize something that was not good for us as people. That's messed up. Look at that one. That's around the neck. Let's see. Do it like that. What we got? This is more like it. Them. Okay. The striking of stones by the feet of animals have been known to give off sparkle. And this sparkle like the color of burnished brass. This shows that the treading of the man, wherever he treaded, the man produces valuable metal, like brass ore is smelted, made and used for the building of civilization. Let's look at brass ore. Smelting. Yeah, you got it. It's here. This shows that the treading of the man, wherever he treaded, the man produces valuable metal, like brass ore is smelted, made and used for the building of civilization. Ezekiel 1:8. And yet this man with animal-like feet has the hands of a man under their wings, on their four sides. And they four had their faces and their wings. Ezekiel 1:9. Their wings were joined one to another. If it is referring to the wings of a plane, then the analyzation is clear, even to being joined one wing to another wing. There, Ezekiel 1:10 plainly ekes out to us something to give a better analysis of his vision. Ekes. Let's look up ekes, shall we? Manage to support, it's a verb, ekes. Manage to support oneness, oneself, well, of the third person present. Manage to support oneself or make a living with difficulty. They eked out their livelihoods from the soil. Synonyms: scrap, scratch, scrimp, survive, live, stay alive, exist, support oneself, cope, manage, fare, get along, get by, get through, make both ends meet, keep body and soul together, keep the wolf from the door, keep one's head above water, make out, make an amount or supply of something last longer by using or consuming it frugally. Okay, that's good enough. Obtain or create, but just barely. I like that one better. All right. Ezekiel plainly ekes out to us something to give a better analysis of his vision. For he said, as for the likeness of their faces, they four had the face of a man. Well, you can look at Ford cars. It has a face, even though you don't see a face. Tesla cars have a face, yet you don't see the face. Egypt pyramids have a face, yet you don't see the face. Let's keep going. If Ezekiel is talking about a man, we can get onto the straight way of giving his vision some likeness to the people, because Ezekiel is not altogether talking about metal, wood, iron, and animals. Ezekiel chapter 1:10 shows we now have to go and change what's referring to other than man is really referring to man. Ezekiel also says that they had the face of a lion on the right side, and they four had the face of an ox on the left. And the four also had the face of an eagle. Ox, lion, eagle. Let's look at the face of a lion. Well, a lion is a ruler of the wild. No, I don't want that one. Is a ruler of the wild. Lion. Eagle is practically a ruler of the skies. An eagle. Okay? I seen an eagle the other day with Young Con the Don show, picked up a goat off the side of a mountain. Now let's look at an ox. Ox. Get the ox. Bad boy is a laborer. They use that bad boy for the hard work over the years. Tough, durable, strong. Okay. Let's keep going. Well, family, look like that's the end of the going. Hope that was good for you. Go back and read your book, your Bible, Ezekiel's 1. We're going to go on and read Ezekiel's ourselves. How was that? Let me pull out my Bible. It ain't dusted. Hope yours ain't. Let's go get our Bibles that's clean. Right, family? We about to go get our clean Bibles. They ain't dusted today. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know how them Bibles be like that, boy. You got them all, they had them papers all up in there, got all kinds of notes up in there, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mine ain't like that for no reason either. That's from some studies and some other stuff. Now, let's find Ezekiel. I was reading at one point, I can just go straight to the area. Know exactly where it was at. You know what you know about that? Bad boy said you go be right there waiting on Ezekiel. I don't even see Ezekiel in this one. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I don't see Ezekiel. Where is Ezekiel? Did they take it out? See Ezekiel up in here. Maybe that wouldn't. No, it's got to be a book, Ezekiel. I know it's a book, Ezekiel. Let's see. Like we may not. Oh, here we go. 806. 806. Say this book and took it out. No telling nowadays. All right, Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1. I'm going to read the first chapter. All right, family. Can you handle the reading of the Bible? Now, it came to pass in the 13th year, in the 4th month. That's January, February, March, April. On the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river Shabar, that the heavens were open and I saw visions of God. On the 5th day of the month, that's January, February, March, April, May. On the 5th day of the, no, it's the 5th day of the month. It's still April. On the 5th day of the month, which was in the 5th year of King Jehoiakim's captivity. Who the heck is this? Let's look this guy up. Anybody know? Did anybody know? Well, we're about to all find out today. This king. Who this king is. King who? G. Hokin. Hokin. Okay, this guy. All right. G. Hokin. Let's see here. They're all images, but I don't know. Maybe that'd be about the best one right there. And it wasn't even a J. Then it was an I. Look at that. What was Jesus' name? Hey. Let's keep on going. All right. The word of the Lord came expressly to Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzi. Who was Buzi? See if we can see what Buzi looked like. Buzi. Buzi. The son of Buzi. Maybe where he was at, located or something. The son of Buzi. Okay. Uzi. Okay. In the land of the Chaldeans by the river Shabar, and the hand of the Lord was upon him there. Then I looked, and behold, a whirlwind was coming out of the north. A great cloud with raging fire engulfing itself, like brightness, was all around it, and radiating out of its midst like the color of amber out of the midst of the fire. Also, from within it came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man. Each one had 4 faces, and each one had 4 wings. Their legs were straight, and their soles of their feet were like the soles of calves' feet. They sparkled like the color of burnished bronze. The hands of a man were under the wings of their 4 sides, and each of the 4 had faces and wings. Their wings touched one another. The creatures did not turn when they went, but each one went straight forward. As for the likeness of their faces, you ever seen the baby planes work together? They come as one. As for the likeness of their faces, each had the face of a man. Each of the 4 had the face of a lion on the right side. Each of the 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. And each of the 4 had the face of an eagle. Thus were their faces. Their wings stretched upward. 2 wings of each one touched one another, and 2 covered their bodies. And each one went straight forward, then went wherever the spirit wanted to go. And they did not turn when they went. Wasn't on this like some planes or ships and all. It was like up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, where I want to go. You see me right here? I'm over here now. I'm up here. I want to be over here. I'm going to be right back over there, like that. Okay. So when you see something out here in the skies and they saying it's something that it ain't, you know where you got it from. Again, as for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like burning coals of fire, like the appearance of torches going back and forth among the living creatures. The fire was bright, and out of the fire went lightning, and the living creatures ran back and forth in appearance like a flash of lightning. Now, as I looked at the living creatures, behold, a wheel was on the earth beside each living creature with its 4 faces. The appearance of the wheels and their workings was like the color of beryl. Let's look up beryl. What is beryl? Color. All right. There it is. Give me an image. Look at that. Almost like that Swamp Man color, the movie I seen the other day, first time. The lady fell in love with the monster. Monster was, they called the monster God. My man had his hair growing back, healed his arm, and he gave her some so she can breathe up on the water and stuff. Man. But it was, I looked at it as the spirit, the flow of, it was called the flow of water, something like that. But the spirit, it don't matter what's on the outside, it's the spirit. But look at the color. That's the color. Interesting. I had to get me some of that. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna have to get me some of that, ring or necklace or something. Get some of that burl. Some of that burl, man. Mm-hmm. And all four had the same likeness. In fact, let's look at the definition of that. Burl, and transparent, pale green, blue, or yellow mineral consisting of a silicate of beryllium and aluminum, sometimes used as a gemstone. Mm-hmm. Oh, so there goes some more colors of it. See that? There it is. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking he most likely was talking about this color here. The red, burgundish, from my experience. But let's keep on going. And all four had the same likeness. The appearance of their workings was, as it were, a wheel in the middle of a wheel. When they moved, they went toward any one of four directions. Four directions. They did not turn aside when they went. Wasn't none of this, I'm going to this side, whoop, 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 like they drunk or something, or a bee or something, or a fly or something. That bad boy straight. If that's where I'm going, that's where I'm at. I'm there, I'm there, I'm there, I'm there. What? Ain't no hesitation. All right? When they moved, they went toward any one of four directions. They did not turn aside when they went. As for their rims, they were so high. They were awesome. I ain't talking about no 22s or 28s or 32s, none of that. Not them type of rims, okay? Even though, they be knowing the teachers and they be feeling it a little bit when they be up there high like that, I see you. As for their rims, they were so high, they were awesome. And their rims were full of eyes all around the four of them. When the living creatures went, the wheels went beside them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. Wherever the spirit wanted to go, they went. Because there, the spirit went. The spirit went. Okay? And the wheels were lifted together with them. For the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. Okay, hold on, let me get this charger on here. Getting battery low. Let me charge up the spirit of this thing here. How's that? Yeah. The wheels were lifted up together with them, for the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. The likeness of the firmament above the heads of the living creatures was like the color of an awesome crystal stretched out over their heads. And under the firmament, their wings spread out straight, one toward another. Each one had two, which covered one side, and each one had two, which covered the other side of the body. When they went, I heard the noise of their wings, like the noise of many waters, like the voice of the Almighty, a tumult, like the noise of an army. And when they stood still, they let down their wings. A voice came from above the firmament that was over their heads. Whenever they stood, they let down their wings. And above the firmament, over their heads, was the likeness of a throne, in appearance like a sapphire stone. From what I'm getting, man, this man had many visions or appearances with these Bad boy look like they didn't land it many times with Ezekiel. This wasn't his first rodeo with these wheels. But yeah, that's the color I see as far as on the back of one. Yep, like that bright blue right there. That was the color when it beamed down too. Yep, on my head. That color. That one right there. That part. Okay, let's keep on going. Like a sapphire stone. On the likeness of the throne was a likeness with the appearance of a man high above it. And that was the color when I had my vision today with my daughter. It was like in a place looked like that. And we was up in a rooms like that color. And in the corner of it had like a tube. And my daughter, she ran, my oldest daughter, she ran and jumped down the tube. And she went going down the tube. I'm like, what the heck? So I went, jumped down the tube, going down there with her. But when you jump in the tube expands like the crystal, just like this sapphire crystal, but it's open all the way around. You can't see the bottom of it. That's just how it look like you going down the tube, but it's big enough so you can see what's you going down toward as you sliding down. And then I seen on one side, it was like an opening to go down and go in the area. And on this side, it had an opening to go down the area. I didn't go down them areas. Then I went on, slid on down a little bit more because I was just peeping them out. And it was another one like for bigger people. And the thing about the one, it was like the last one. I guess like for babies, children, and bigger people. And the bigger one at the end, it was way bigger than what I needed, but it had like a ring within rings. So even if you was real big and heavy, you can go down it because you'll go down on with that ring opening up. But if you were smaller, it will only open up with the smaller rings going by your size. So, and that's when I went down. And it was like I went into a whole nother vision. But that happened today. I wrote it down. I just hadn't went into it yet. But this just brought it back to me. Let's keep going. Also from the appearance of this waist. Let's go back up a little bit. Sapphire. On the likeness of the throne was a likeness with the appearance of a man high above it. Also from the appearance of his waist and upward, I saw, as it were, the color of amber with the appearance of fire all around within it. And from the appearance of his waist and downward, I saw, as it were, the appearance of fire with brightness all around, like the appearance of a rainbow. A rainbow. We all know what a rainbow looked like, right? Like this colors right there. Yeah. A rainbow. Okay. Let's go back over. Also from the appearance of this waist and upward, I saw, and it were the color of amber with the appearance of fire all around within it. We know what amber is, right? The color of amber. And amber is very expensive nowadays. Been trying to get my hands on some of it. I think I might have got it. I don't know for sure yet. That's amber. With the appearance of fire all around within it. And from the appearance of his waist and downward, I saw as it were the appearance of a fire with brightness all around. like the appearance of a rainbow appearance of a rainbow in a cloud on a rainy day. There. Of the brightness all around it. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord. So when I saw it, I fell on my face. And I heard a voice of one speaking. All right, that's chapter 1 of Ezekiel, family. We're going to end it there. That was interesting and good for you as us as a people. I suggest you go on and share, like, and hit that notification bell for future reference, future episodes. Don't tell me you helping our people and you can't even press the like and share button and notification button. You lie. So, see what I got up on there right there. That being stated, family, keep your heads up, stay focused, read. And down in the descriptions, you will find some economic help as far as in any situation is you don't have a job and you want to start a job, you got a business and you want to build your business. If you got big time money and want to invest in for your people, in our descriptions, we will have access to be able to do or help you in those areas, all right? And everybody, as far as in 2021, enough of that talking and talking about people, especially CNN, ABS, ABC News, whatever, I don't watch it. CNN, always talking about black people, with black people, they up there got the Memphis effect or whatever you want to call it effect, and the rate is going up and killing and this and that, and they ain't got no solutions for our people, don't have no kind of, don't come at the end of it with no kind of help to get up out of that. Those days is up, baby. Those days, don't even watch those channels. They can't come to you with a solution or some way of help after, especially talking about black folks. And I wouldn't watch them, not in 2021. Let them die off a slow death with their own people, or wake up and get about the business. We get on, get on code 2021. You about it or you ain't about it. All right. I ain't no pimp, but I'm straight macking. Straight macking. If you know what macking is, and if you know what a person being straight is, I'm straight macking. To the end, family, keep your heads up, stay focused.